Good morning, family. Good morning. Welcome once again to the Sunday Easy. Back in the nest. Here we are. It is me, Fervent Heat, Meltology Inc., back here again. Back here again for a short time this morning. Hopefully to show some melt, talk with the fam here. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Melted Red Brick University, please like, share, and subscribe. This platform created by Spartan Red, as we know, for us all to come up here and enjoy, and here we are again. So thank you for being here. Melted Inverted Realm. Curtis 47, brother, good morning, man. Odin's Beard, there you are. Michelle, a.k.a. Nikes. Brick Love, darling. Welcome. Sandra Boys. Odin, Drake. Hey, Drake. Brick Love, brother. Good to see everybody up in here. Who else do we got? There we go. Mentioned y'all so far. Oxax, good morning, man. Good to see you. Benny Boy, there you are, brother. There you go. Here we are, man. Here we are for the Sunday Easy. It is me. Like I said, Fervent Heat back up in here. Get some melt going on. I'd like to give it KL. I can sketch you a happy birthday, darling. Happy birthday, honey, and I hope you have a wonderful day with your beautiful family. And much love to you, sweetheart. Happy birthday. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. That's right. We're all cunts up here. We're all cunts up here, you know, and we mean that in the most loving way we can put it. You know, it's an old term that's been reused, of course, as everything is. But it's an old term of endearment, and we use that. So brick love, one love to all you cunts out there. Yeah, it's me up here. I got a little thing on my computer. My power shit is going a little crazy and stuff. So, but I'm here for now, and I'm going to get going on to some melt. Yeah, not much of a dialogue this morning. I'm just going to get into some melt crew because that's what we do. And I'll talk about some stuff through it while we talk about the evidence. And you know what? I'll think about that here in a second. So I'm just going to get right into the flow of things here, get into the flow of this melt and show you a few things that I have. And we'll go through the melt once again. And because that's what we do in the UI crew. We break down the melt. And I'm going to start this off and we'll get through it here. So brick love, everybody. Thank you again for being here. Check us out. And yeah, it's me up here again. And as I had commented the other day, the chill out zone. The Sunday Easy. These are all created by Spartan Red. Sorry for the tag here. I just had to snap this one. But these were all created by Spartan Red, this platform, you know, and the Sunday Easy and the Melt with Fervent Heat, Melted Madness. It doesn't matter who's been up here and what stream they've called it. This is from Spartan Red. And, you know, he put this all together and he's been doing this for a while. And I think he's taking a break. Or he might have just thrown in the towel. I don't know. I haven't talked to Spartan in a while. I know he's tired. I know things are going on. So, you know, I'm just going to take it as they come. And this day is just another day I'm taking as it comes. And I don't know how long this platform will be up. You know, I'm going to be here until it's not. And if it's not, then I'll create a platform and bring the Eagle Eye crew back into a nest where we can land and do our thing. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm here once again. And anybody can reach out, talk to me if you want to. I'll be open and honest with anything and everybody. But here we have a melt right here. And sorry about the tag, but it just gives a nice, you know, snapshot of this structure, which I like to call them, you know, because that's what they are. They're melted. And I'm going to click off of this one because I don't like that tag. And sorry, I got to format my pictures like this. This is how they kind of rolled out, making me do it here. And we got another melt right here. And, you know, we see this as meltologists, but that, you know, most everybody else are just going to, you know, go right back into the indoctrinated terms and not know what it is. But we know what it is. We know what it is. And, you know, features like this, you know, when we talk about the X factor signatures and stuff, you know, we talk about the color differentials once again. We talk about the texture once again. And this is what I like about meltology, is getting into the explanations and the examinations of them. You know, especially geological features, if you want to call them geological features. You know, we know melted, we've looked at every kind of melt you can think of. And, you know, a lot of it is, most of it is, you know, melted buildings, obvious, you know, heat damaged and all that. And, you know, I like those too. But I like to get into this a little bit more. I like to get into this kind of evidence more, because it just, it helps you understand the more you break a melt down. The more you break a melt down. And just looking at this one right here, things stick out to me, as they should anybody, but to meltologists, this is what sticks out to me. Okay, we have these verticals. See all these vertical lines? See all these verticals? See right here, all this vertical expansion, all that in there. We got these in here, vertical expansion. It's just the disintegration of the brick, and we can see it. We can see it. We can see it. State of matter changing. And we see these verticals, and we also see these horizontals. Like this. These horizontals. See them? And that automatically sticks out to me. And when I'm looking at a melt, let alone, you know, the color differentials and stuff, but just bam, right off the bat, that snapped out to me, the horizontals and the verticals. And, you know, again, geology, you know, tells us different, and their explanations don't fit what we see here, because I'm seeing heat damage expansion in verticals and horizontals, and what I'm seeing is different layers. And see how it goes down into the melt, and we start getting more compression. So it looks like we have levels here as they're going down in the melt, because that's what this thing did. Because it was so hot, it was pancaking down on itself. It's starting to sag and misshape. See this sag right here in this piece? See how this is kind of bulging out on this side here? And these here, I'm thinking maybe, what are you, I mean, are these concrete moldings? They were attached to the outside of this, and they extend here. We know these buildings, these structures were laden with concrete moldings, all kinds of other stuff. And we notice the expansion, the scorching going on here too. This looks like it's connected to something here. Is this a remnant of concrete molding as well? Maybe a rendition? I don't know. It's lost in the melt, but it's attached right here. And we know this. See it? This side, and this thing in the middle here. Fused on underneath. Look, red brick. It's a structure. This feature was once a building. See how this one's kind of bowing out and star forting over here? See how it's coming down? Angling out, starting to swoop out in the melt. Filled out aperture. See it? Center pick. Expansion coming from behind. This chunk getting squeezed out from between this and this right here. Aperture. Filled out expansion. Bottom up, inside out. Just reading the melt, crew. Just reading the melt. This is what I do. This is what I like to do right here. This is how I spend fucking hours and hours of my time doing this right here, man. Just looking at shit. Just looking. Because I never know what I'm going to see. I never know what I'm going to catch. Just trying to put it together. That's what I do in my mind. Just trying to put this melt together, man. In my head. Like I said, I don't know how long this platform is going to be up here. But until it does, I'll be here. Until it's not, I'll be here. And like I said before, if this goes down, I will come up with another place for the nest. And I will carry on the Eagle Eye crew. And Melted Red Brick University. Nice feature here. I don't care if this has been seen before or not. This is a nice melt. It's a great piece of evidence right here. And we can see the melt right here on the bottom. You can see the pattern. Look at this. This thing was hot and it was settling and it was pooling and it had chunks and features in it. And as it settled, this is what we got. All the way up to the structures. So as this thing was sinking down, and this went down quick for this to go like this. This shows that this was like, this wasn't moving. I mean, as far as a flow, like a river would go. This looks more like it just pooled down. These features just came down. I mean, we can see the texture of them. Look at the top of this. Can see how hot that was, and we can see how it's starting to internally right here collapse. See this? Starting to slip, starting to give way in the melt. You see the compression right up here from the top piece, which is pretty much melted, gone. You can see the outside of it here. It's just the internal ghostings, because this is all internal ghostings, this skin right here. And then the underneath right here, we can see the lines once again, the horizontals, these vertical slippage lines here. Is the building slipping, giving away, losing its shape. And all this ghosting up in here, man, these are all column features. This thing was like open air, I would think. You know, we got this big kind of like, see this line right here, this big arch piece here, see that? And then we kind of got another one here that's kind of melted out. See that? Expansion over here on this. And these things inside out once again. So I think this was open in here, some kind of a, you know, and this one as well. I mean, look at this. You know, when we tell people these are melted structures, and they'll say, "No, it's a mountain." That's the craziest fucking mountain I've ever seen. Look at that shit. That screams structure. I don't care. I don't care. I've called everybody out before. You know, I look at these kind of things. I'm like, come on now, right? I mean, you want to give people the respect, you know, that they got some goddamn common sense to them and stuff like that. But when you show them features like this, you know, they can't understand that maybe good possibility. You're right. Those might be melted structures. I mean, come on, man. Look at that. That's a structure. That is a melted building right there. And we can see the pancaking once again. We can see the ghosting internals. Look at all the right angles in that, man. And if I'm going along here and I just kind of click out, it's because my computer said I'm done. Power light came on. I've had this thing charged all night, but it does this once in a while to me. So if that's the case, then we'll have to take it as it comes, deal with it when it does, if it does. But yeah, nice little melt right here. Trying to wake people up, show, you know. Another nice little melt off the coast of the Great Lakes area. You can see structure, man. This is up in your neck of the woods, Drake. If I understand things correctly, Michigan. Nice little melt right here, man. Once again, we try to explain to people that these things they call mountains are structures. They're melted, you know. Trying to help people understand. I mean, look at that. Look at the expansion, the shell on this, man. Look at the disintegration of this. I mean, we can see like this feature right here. Look at that. Melted and fused, expanded, man. Look at it. You can still see the rock curtaining here, the vertical here, the expansion all around it in here. I mean, look at the texture of this. This is the shell once again. This is all like ribboning out. I mean, this kind of shot just shows how hot this was and how quick it happened. You know, all of this is just disintegrating and causing this valley right here. See this? All this stuff is just, I mean, we can see what it did. You know, I look at this pic and I'm thinking, man, before the X Factor happened, this place was active. Look at that. Right angle, expansion, aperture right here getting filled out, slipping down, closing it off. Rock curtain over the top of it, big boulder right here. I mean, aperture right here, look, right here, right angle here, and you can see right angle back in here. And we got this expansion, whatever this piece is right here, closing it off, sinking down. Apertures everywhere. You know, there's just so much in these kind of pics. You really got to take a lot of time just to process them, you know, and that's why we bring them up in here. We give a quick glimpse of them. You can see them, and I'll post these pics later today on the page, Melted Red Brick University, for everybody to look at, or you can find them yourself, look at them, or somebody else might have shown it. You can look at that too. I don't care, but it's bringing the melt out, man. It's showing people once again. It's showing people once again. And there's so much going on here as far as expansion, slippage lines. I mean, we can see so much. Slippage line here, here. You know, we got these features like right here, but we get in the forefront. See how everything just kind of swoops down all of a sudden? Look. See at this line right here? Everything just goes right here into the melt, man. This is where everything sank in right here. See all that? See these big clumps? All of this right here is part of the structure lost in the melt. Is part of this lost in the melt. Another feature automatically screams to me melted structure, melted building. Again, skyline. Again, skyline. Look at the right corner to the left corner. See how it's kind of, could be the angle of the shot, who knows, but it kind of looks like it's leaning back into the left, melting away back into the left. Sinking down, we got this big right here, and it goes this way. And goes this way. We look at the top. And we see this is a building. Look, expansion here, scorching brick block lines right here, man. This is architecture. melted architecture, but nevertheless, this is a building. This is a structure, man. Still is. It's just in its melted form. Look right here. See this? This is the shell of this brick right here. Look at the big expansion over the top. This ballooned out, hanging over the top. We get more into the shell of the structure here. And look how this melted down. Look at this line right here. See this line right here and see the expansion here above it? This expansion is shoving this down right here. Look, see how this is disintegrating down? All this underneath it is just disintegrating out. And this expansion with the apertures ghosted in it, it's sinking down, expanding out, sinking down, and shoving this down right here. See how it's falling? Settling, shifting into the melt. See it? And you can see the columns ghosting right here. This expansion from behind is just filling out the front of this, the face of this structure. And here's the shell of the building right here. Here's the shell, the expansion of it right in here. We can see apertures and features right up here. This again was open air. This again, this top, these things were laden with columns, man. All the way across, columns. Feature right here as it was sinking down. Shell. Moldings, collapsing, fracturing, slipping, sinking down into the melt. And this was all the way across the top. Brick, block, shell right here. Apertures, see them? Internals, see them? Internals, see them? Internals, man, because you're going to see them. This thing is just crumbling apart, falling apart, melting apart, and you're going to have these openings in these structures as they do, exposing what's inside, what's left of what's inside, really. And even down here at the bottom, because it's structure as well. Again, we see ghosting, vertical. See these? Look at the lines here. Look at your lines once again. Look at your heat differentials, man. Look at your color differentials, your heat differentials. Look how viscous this was, man. Look at the lines shooting through this. See this? Ghosting right here, apertures, look. Brick lines, look. But the state of matter that this thing took, look at the change in that right there. Look at it, look at this. Look at the stark difference between this side and this side. This is X Factor signature right here. This thing was so hot it did this. Look, very laden with C14. Look, still got a lot of brick C14 in that brick and stuff. Look, and then bam, right here, man, it's gone, completely cooked out. Look, and then the lines start shifting. You get more vibrational, more the state of matter changing more rapidly in here, and you're losing the definition of the matter. See? From here to here, and then this just goes boom, cooked out, shifting fast. See, we see lines, still see your brick block line in it too. See it? Got these lines coming this way, and we still got lines in here, but they're different. Now the gaps are different, and the state of matter, the color is different because it's very hot. This is an X Factor signature that's ripping through this from the bottom up, right here. Right here, back here. Shot through this. another building. Because that's what it looks like. It's part of a building. That's not the whole building. That's just part of the building, part of the structure. Tower, left side, big tower in the front. Just scanning and looking. Look at that center pick. Feature lost in the melt right there. Expansion from behind it, ate it up. This whole feature coming off the front of this all expanded. What was this doing in the front here? And look how it's just slipping down into the melt. Everything's just slipping down forward into the melt. Look at this column piece right here in the front. See it right here? See how it's in front here and it's got a blimp at the bottom of it? See it? It's sticking out from the structure behind it. And see the shadow from this? See the shadows from this? This thing is setting in front. And it looks like there was one over here, something over here as well. And there's something right here. And there's something right here. And there's stuff over here extending out off of the front of the structure. Big arch right here. See it? Filled out. See it? There's something right here, and there was another something right here. Big tower coming off the side over here. So we know this thing was just decked the fuck out. Now it's just messed up. And we can see over here and how it was, this slipped down right here. See how we have all this, we have this big opening right here. Looks like it sank down right here. All this sank down, and then this, you know, this is open in here. Was this the shape of this structure? We know this is ate away right here. We can see it's gone. It probably extended out more this way. As it slipped down, it's gone. But was this open in here? I mean, we see a big column or piece over here, and we see another big one here. And we see there's stuff that sank down in here. But was this an open area in here before the X factor? Who knows? We're seeing the shell. We're seeing the block right here. Color differentials, how the heat X factor signature shot through. Pancaking down. You know, what was this place? And another feature. This is a nice chunk, and we see the lines again. Brick block, color differentials, domed up top. Dome, dome, dome. Attached over here to something else. This looks domed over here as well. Why? Were they a dome feature before the melt? Internals. Twisting, sinking down into the melt. The expansion, the C14, coming from in between, behind all these other features. Look at that. Apertures. Pancaking down. Terracing, look. Boom, 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 boom. Splaying out at an angle, going down into the melt. Big aperture inside of a structure, not carved. Lines, once again, tell us a lot about how this thing melted and shifted. You know, it's features like this, you know, I just really can't understand why people are so opposed to what we're showing and saying, you know. I mean, you show them something like this right here and, you know, they can't understand what we're talking about. I mean, you can see, look at that. Look inside right here, how it melted, man. We can see the whole thing is leaning that way to the left, back towards us and to the left. And it, you know, this is inside of this structure. So everything that this was attached to is gone, man, is gone. You know, the angle of this thing is just showing us the way it fell into the melt, as well as this one over here. This one's kind of like leaning back, lining back this way. It looks like it's in a melt flow. All this looks like it was just flowing in a melt, because it was. We can see it back here. Look. This is all melt flow out here. Structures, buildings, man. The tops of them disappearing into the melt. Look at the wave patterns, how it's pushing. As it's sinking down, it forms this. All this stuff, all these little bumps and all this out here is the structure. This is all structure. See your color differentials right here? This is a wall piece being lost in the melt right here. Everything underneath it is the structure itself, gone into the melt. I mean, this is showing us how rapid this was. I mean, these things came down fast, man. And this is proof of it right here. Shows us this. And yeah, we can say this is a structure. This is a building, because look, here's the inside of it. And this isn't this has nothing to do with fucking erosion or anything. All that false narrative stuff, man. This is structure. Look. And it was melted, man. Look. We're trying to show people, man. Look at the compression in here. I mean, it looks like ice cream, doesn't it? Anybody ever had an ice cream cone on the 4th of July outside under the sun? What's it start to do? I mean, look. That's a building. That's a building. See how it expanded out here? And it's just sinking down into the melt. This thing was just, I mean, it's all building. Look. On a massive scale, sinking down and splaying out towards us in front of the melt. And look what it did right here. The color differentials. sinking down, and all this here that's down below us is part of this. It's just, this is sinking down and shoving everything out. And all these features that set out, that were part of this, that set out from in front of this thing, this whole area, sank down too. This is a lot taller. This is way up here. These are way down here. Who knows the height of these features here? None of this is at its true height, because it sank down into the melt. We're what looking at a third of what used to be there. If you want to kind of give a scale, a third of the structure, it's gone underneath itself. See? Melted buildings everywhere, everything, man. And look how fast it went down. Look where we make our roadways and our infrastructure now. Melted building. Feature right here, lost in the melt. What this was down in here, who knows, but its structure, look. See this right here? Look. What was in the front right here is expanded out, and you're losing the detail of it, and it's sinking down into the melt. But this was big, man. Very big. The way this whole thing fits. See this line here, and then this line over here, and then we got the expansion coming over the top, coming out here. This settled down right here, and this is slipping down. This whole feature right here is shifting out from underneath this right here. It's causing this shift up here, look. See it? This whole thing, how it dropped right here, going down in the melt. Expanding, compression, expansion right here. These two right here button up against each other and fusing, look. This here with the plant life growing on it, whatever in here, this is all internals. This is, who knows if it's internals or this was an open area in this structure. Because we got the face of it here. Something ate out over here that's got pockets of survival, and we see the apertures, the structure formation down in here. This was a big structure. This is a part of this big structure, and it had a space right here. This was some kind of a space in the structure itself. See back here and then the front. This was an opening in the structure. I think this right here is the face of this part of the structure going up. As you come out, there was some open air spot here. I like breaking down the melt, man. Again, some people would call this part of a desert. We see all the scrub brush. We call it a melted building because that's what it is. Once again, lines, pancaking, color differentials. Up top, we even have a little pocket of survival. The top. Scrub brush, trees. Again, melted structure. Big aperture right here, arch of some sort, ghosting, columns everywhere, just getting lost in the melt in here. Trying to show people. Trying to show people. Big Jimmy, Brick Love, brother, good to see you. Curtis 47, Brick Love, brother, good to see you, man. Hope your trip went well. Best wishes to you and your wonderful mom. Hope she's doing well. I know she's doing better because you're there with her now, making sure of that. Good job, brother. Big Jimmy in the house. Michelle in the house. Brick Love, honey. What do we got? Drake's right here. Well, we can view your caverns too, Michelle. Y'all are talking amongst yourselves. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Let me see. I'm scrolling on my phone here just to see who's up in here. Sandra Boys, Brick Love, honey. Drake, Curtis 47, Melted Inverted Realm. Gaz, there you are. Brick Love, Gaz. Yeah, just scanning the chat here real quick. Yeah, another melt. I mean, look. Yeah, this is erosion, right? Yeah, these are tectonic plates shifting and shoving stuff up. Is that what that is? Is that what we're looking at right here? Huh? Come on now. Look. Apertures everywhere, man. Openings, arches, windows, doors. I mean, look. Expansion, man. This I mean, how else? You can't describe it in the false narratives because it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. The only way to really explain this is through meltology, man, because that is the explanation behind it. I mean, it looks like skyline, look, because it is. Skyline of a structure. Look at this. Come on now. That's not a fucking building. I mean, wow. You know, it is. We see it. I mean, look at this. It's all fucking melted out building. We see it. It's obvious. Very obvious. Expansion, collapsing, buoyancy and density. These things getting shoved. Look at all this. Look at all this structure right here. Here's the shell right here. Look at a little pocket of survival right here. Apertures, right angles. Look at the expansion and the settling of them as they go down into the melt. Can see it, man. Shell of the building right here. The right angle on this right here. Walls coming off it here. Apertures way, look at that. Look at all this over in here. Look at that. You know, and then all this mess down here once again. Look, here's a place. Here's somebody lives right here, and then they got all this in the front of them. Look at that. I'd be all over this right here, man. I mean, come on, look. When we say that this place is a melted realm, man, we mean it. Come on, people, look. All joking aside, all seriousness. Come on, man. You can naysay all you want. You can call us whatever you want. But if you're not understanding what we're showing you right here, okay, your projection of your ignorance is not going to be received by me or the Eagle Eye crew. If your ignorance leads to your arrogance, then your arrogance is keeping you from not being so ignorant. Because all we're asking you to do is use your common sense. critical thinking ability. Come on now. Humanity, people, naysayers, come on. Geology, come on, people, look. We're trying to show you. We're trying to show you what we're talking about. This is a massive structure that was melted from the bottom up, the inside out, and the buoyancy and density took over once again, and these things disintegrated into themselves. Look. Massive this thing was. Why this feature in the middle? What was this? Look how the bricks, look how the structure in here, the state of matter changed, and these things just went block. We can see how it slipped. It's slipping right here. Here's the shell. It looks like shell of the front of this aperture right here, and this piece shifting down. The ballooning here, the expansion off of this in here as it's pancaking down, comes in here, wedges in here. Then we get this horizontal melt, wedges back in here, lines here, expansion here, this pinch point, and then this just starts melting down, horizontal pancaking right here. All the way down. You can see the melt line where this thing just fucking sank right there, man. This wall feature sinking down this way into the melt. You can see the texture of it. We got some kind of an aperture right here filled out. See it? Arch. Column piece. You can see all this is just melted. Look how fast it went, man. We always got these conical kind of things when we see these. This thing went down, man. This thing just pulled off of itself, disintegrated, and just went down into itself. Look at the textures. What it did to this right here. Look at the texture of this right here. This was all red brick, man. We can see it right here. Look. It's red brick. The structure. See how the state of matter changed and it just ballooned out right here, this cooked out piece? Look. All these balloon rocks. All this expansion going on. Look at that, man. Look how the bricks just went popping in here. Look. Look how melted that is. Look at this piece is hanging. See, it goes right here. Look. It's hanging. Look. Oh my gosh, man. Wow. Um, I mean, way down here is, here's your trees. Look. Man. Sedimentary layers and erosion, really? I mean, you know, that narrative falls apart. Look at all the apertures over here, man. Look at all the apertures over here. Look at all your openings, man. Pocket of survival right there. Look. And this thing is huge. Look at that. Look at the size of this thing. Look at this wall. What's this over here, man? This wall feature here. Look. Whatever this is attached to it, man. We can see our melt. We can see it. It's right there. Look at the brick in that. Look at the block in that. We can see the expansion in it. The ghosting right angles in it. Shit getting lost in the melt, man. What was this all about over here? Is this a rendition? What is this? What is that? You know, we can only speculate, but it's lost in the melt. Looks like a straight line right here. Look, follow my cursor. This goes up. See this? Up here. Then we get a right angle into this. This comes over here, and then we got something that comes down faintly in here, and then our differentials in here. This just looks different. It just looks different. It's on the side of this here. We know these things were just decked out with all kinds of artwork and all that shit. Look at that. Look at that right here above it. Ghosted in above it. Is this a feature on the side of this here? I mean, look how big that is, man. And these are structures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go back. And this is leaning forward into the melt. We can see our lines. See how they come forward, and this drops down right here? Just drops down into the melt. Look at that. Look at that. Right here. Look at this wall feature. Look. See right here? This comes off, swoops down, and then hooks onto the straight line that goes out here, and we get lost in the melt. See it? These are wall features. This is part of the building and the structure of it getting lost into the melt right here as it goes down. All of it. See it? Over here in the middle between these two, we got plant life growing back in between them here. And here's where they squeezed together and went down into the melt. Look. Plants growing on top up here. Plants growing on top of the other one over here. Back here. Some sporadic up top here. I mean, when we say these things were, you know, the heat come from the bottom up, the inside out, they expanded and buoyancy and density took over. Well, you know, we try to give you examples of it. We look at the expansion on that shit, man. Come on, look at that. All that back there, look. How can these people not understand that these are melted, man? Well, because, you know, they're wired not to see it. And then look down here where they're at, where they're walking. Look at this. Doesn't this scream melt flow to you? Because it is. It's exactly what it is. They're walking on the cooked out melt flow right here. I mean, It's exactly what it is. We got the expansion here and we got the melt flow down here, and it shows the flow of it. I mean, you know, it's what we do being a meltologists, man. We break this stuff down like this. Again, look at your lines and the way they're going. See how they're this way? They're kind of like from right to left at this like 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock angle. See that? And it's all going down. We got a person right down here too for scale. But we can see again all the apertures in it. Look. It's melted structure, man. Building. Pancaking. Just showing the melt crew. Sunday Easy is where we're at in the nest. Eli crew, Melted Red Brick University. Like, share, and subscribe. In the Sunday Easy, and it looks like she's taking it easy. Nice spot for a nap. Melted building. Bumping through quick, crew. Don't know how much battery time I got, and I got to go to work today as well. Going to be a short stream today. I just wanted to come back up here and in the Sunday Easy and bring the melt, man, and represent. Because like I said, I don't know how long this platform is going to be up here. I haven't heard from Spartan Red in a while. I don't know what's going on. So, you know, as long as StreamYard's up for me to come in and do this, I will. And if StreamYard goes down and I don't have this platform to do this, the page Melted Red Brick University is still active. I'm still doing that. And we're continuing on there. But if it does go down here, then I will be bringing up a stream somehow and continuing on with what we do, crew, and rebuilding, because you know what? It doesn't matter. All said and done, it's about the melt. For me, it is. It's always been about the melt. Trying to get people to come together and all that. You know, I get that. You know, people are going to do what people are going to do. I can't control that, but I can control me. And that's what I plan to do. Another major expansion on this melted structure here again. Texture. Just reading the melt, man. Interesting. See your color differentials right here, your expansion, ghosting apertures. Looks like this is getting filled out right here. This went cooked, this went crystal in here. Just like that right there, man. Look at that. Reading the melt. Water's coming out of this. All the way down. What's that? Arch. Column. See it? Internals right there. Expansion coming from inside the arch. See it? And the column piece that comes from down below, look. Got a tree in front here, but we can see how it goes into the melt. Look. Lose it right here. Spans out from behind it, and we lose it in the melt. And it's slipping down with the rest of the structure. Just reading the melt, that's all. What's this? a line here, line here, line here. What are we looking at right here? This is a big aperture, I believe, right here. Look. This whole thing right here. It looks like it's been expanded out through here. See how it's bulging out past all of this here? We got this here and then this here, and then we got this in the middle here. Texture, colors are different. And we got this bulge piece right here. See that? Looks like it's expanding and coming out over this right here. Look, it is. Look. This is expanding, coming out over this right here. Look. And here's your structure. Here's your apertures. Here's the face right here. And it's sinking down. Look. Aperture, aperture, structure, ghosting, sinking, slipping down into the melt. Compression coming down on top of it. Look. Structure. Ghosting. A lot there. Just reading the comments, crew. Yeah, bringing it the way I do melted inverted realm. And I'll continue to do that whether we're on this platform or I make one. I can control what I can do. I can't control what Spartan Red does. I can't control what anybody else does, but I can control what I do. And here I am. Nice little melt right here. Giving it a little eye candy, crew. Melted. Down underneath. Clear water. There's your melt. Again, where you walk up here and what's actually down below you. Melted structure, sinking down into the melt, shifting, settling. Out there in the melt, man. Seen it before. Trying to show people. Big complex. Massive complex. And I mean complex. Now what we call a desert. How melted, ribboned out. All of this just surfing in the melt right here, man. Settling down. And all of this undulation down here, all this dropping and swooping, all these features, all this right in here is just the structure sinking down into itself. I mean, look. The texture of it. You see chunks of shit just in it. It's all disintegrated building, man. All of it. What kind of energy can do that? As it sank down, these are just splaying out, man, flowing out, pushing against each other, just moving out, man, sprawling. See this one over here? Look. Look at right here, center pick. See this? Look at the brick in it. Look at the expansion in it, and look at the lines coming off of it. See this? This is being the state of matter being changed. Look at that, stretching it out, just expanding, melting down in, losing its form. Look at that. Center pick. Look how this wall comes off. Look. Look. And then right here, it disintegrates and shifts right here. See it? We're right here, this piece coming off. And right here, it breaks, it shifts. And we got this, it drops right here. See how it's coming off here and then it goes this way? This is sinking down, snapping off in the melt. Sinking down into itself right here. Look how it's all bending and twisting it down into the melt. You can see this platform piece here. Look, this right here, and look underneath it. All the structure just twisting and being lost into the melt. Look. See how this comes off right here? And then we got underneath, and then it's all disintegrated out right here. This is part of this chunk of this structure right here. Look. Being lost in the melt, man. Here you go, Gaz. Big arch, man. Aperture's up here. Look. Look at the texture. Looks like we got some kind of a molding line here. Look. Concrete molding line here. Look at the texture on that, man. Look how scorched out that is. Look at the red brick in it. Verticals right here being lost in the melt. Column piece being lost in the melt right here. Expansion from the inside out, bottom up. Yeah, man. Look at the texture. Color differentials, man. How this melted right here. Pancaking. Expansion. Look at the inside of this door jamb. Look what it did. Look how thick that is, man, and look what it did. Red break. Column being lost in the melt. Column being lost in the melt. Column being lost in the melt. Look. Yeah, man. Melted building. Just pointing and clicking, crew. I'm here. Just letting you read the melt. Not saying much, crew. Just letting your eyes drift, man. Yeah, right. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Move along now. I mean, fuck. You're crazy. That's not a melted building. Okay. That's thousands of years, millions of years of erosion right there. That's tectonic plate activity right there. That's anything but a melted structure. You guys are just so fucking stupid. There's no evidence that these things are melted buildings. None whatsoever. You know, that's all natural. Fuck, man. You know, the arrogance of the ignorant is just nauseating. It really is, man, because I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. This is the internals of a melted building right here. It sure is. Come on now. Come on now, man. Look. Look. Yeah, nothing to see here. You know, I mean, God damn. Look. Fuck. That's all natural. My God, if you can't understand what we're talking about, with this pick right here, fuck, man, I feel bad for you. I do. You become so catastrophically stupid, and you don't understand what your own eyes are showing you. Then, my God, man, good luck taking your next step and your next breath. If you're that fucking ignorant, you cannot understand what we're saying anymore about this stuff, then my gosh, man, you are truly a special kind of ignorant. Because this right here, there's only one way to put it. It's a melted building. And anything else is ridiculous. Walking on the melt. Just out there walking on the melt. Walking on the melt. Yeah, man. We've seen them. We've seen it before. We've seen it all before. Eagle Eye Crew, we know what this is. We know what this is. You can see it. Column, ghosting, shifting. This one shifting back. This one settling down. This one in the back going the other way with a big aperture right here in the middle of it with a column right there and an arch right there. See it? Again, it's part of the building here. The rest of it's gone. Interesting way of the melt right here. Yeah, out there in the middle of nowhere. Hi, how you doing? Fuck, man. All the signatures, crew. I don't have to go through them. You know it. All the signatures from your color differentials to your lines, to the expansion, to the rock kerning, to the drop, to just the feature itself is a structure, man. It's goddamn top of a tower. I mean, it's the top of a fucking tower, man. This is the top of a tower. How big was this thing? Because this is just the top of it. If this was just the top of it, who knows? This thing was fucking huge, man. This thing was huge. Huge. And this is just the top of it. The rest of it's underneath itself. So how big is this turret? How big were these buildings? Massive, because this is just one tower, one column. We don't know, tower, column. The rest of the building's gone around it, forming the terrain that everybody lives on. Fuck. Swirl of the melt, man. This big piece extending all the way above it, this up here, and this is all the swirl of it. This is the state of matter just twisting and turning down in here. This thing is just fell into it, man. Felling into itself and all this swirling underneath it. Yeah, man. All the way up. Slippage line here. Flow lines. Flow lines. Horizontal dropping. Flow lines. Expansion. aperture, aperture, separation line, as we go up. You can see this right here. Look at this. This right here, see this? It goes up, this expansion here, and how it's leaning in here, and it's coming down and pancaking on this, and look what it does right here. Look how this fucking shit right here just expanding and is dropping right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look how it melted down, man. Over this, see that? It's coming down, and actually you can see the flow of it. Look. As it goes down, man, look. And this is expanding here. This is expanding here this way, and this is flowed over right here, man, and it's just fucking sinking. This whole thing just went right here. See it? How it dropped in there? Look at that. Fuck. Big arch, man, big aperture, scorch line, big scorch right here. Look at that. This was, look at that. Rock curtain there, coming down, compression here. This got very hot in here, man. You can see it right here too, look. Aperture. It's cooked out. Big aperture here, big aperture here. This column piece coming up here, whatever this support is slipping down into the melt. It's jutting this way. It's collapsing underneath it here, an angle in it here. Stucco. The outer shell of the structure right here. Going to make this a quick one this morning, crew. Don't have a lot of time. Like I said, just wanted to come up in here. While I'm coming up in here, I don't know how long this platform is going to be available, but until it is, I'll be posting. And I'll be posting up tomorrow again. I'll be back up in here with the melt, with me doing what I do right here. It'll probably be an evening stream maybe. I think I got the day off tomorrow. I'll be posting it up tonight. So, you know, set your reminders. Seen them before, crew. Internals, man. We're inside of a melted structure right here. See, look at the walls. See them? Look. Yeah. Let's see what I got here. Just reading some. Yeah, you guys are catching it. You're welcome, Michelle, aka Naikas. Yeah, man. You know, like I said, if this platform goes down, then I'll be putting one together, and you know, going from there, crew. Because when I got into this, and I'm going for broke, if you will. I'm too involved. I'm too invested. I've researched too much. I've got into this way too far. I'm in deep, and I'm just going to do what I do, and I'm going to continue on with it and bring it to you my way, breaking it down. Big cookout right here. Look at this. This could be, this might be, this is cooked out. This is cooked out. This almost looks like a stucco here, but it's more like it's cooked out. Obvious shift of this. I mean, look at this thing falling back into itself. Look at this. See how it's leaning back, expanding out in the front, leaning back, apertures. How obvious. It's obvious building. It's an obvious building. All of it is all of this. I mean, fucking hell, look at this. Arch, structure, aperture. Look how welded here, man. Pancake down onto itself right here. Fused in the melt. That's the only reason it's staying there. Yeah, man. Nothing to see here. Yes, completely natural, right? Completely natural. Damn it. I mean, we can explain it and show it to you. Look at that. Buoyancy and density taking over, coming down, buckling right here. Look. See how it's buckled? See how they go and then go bend, bend. See that? Here's a big aperture right here. Look, arch, column, column, arch. See it? See it? It's bending over. Buoyancy and density. Bending it over. This is very malleable. This was like putty. This stuff was just collapsing down on itself very hot as it describes itself. I mean, fucking hell. Melted buildings, melted structures. See? See? Melted building, melted columns, man, melted towers, expanded, cooked out of its color, of its C14, of its stucco, of its renditions. Everything that made up the outside of this motherfucker was pretty much unrecognizable, except for the shape of it and the leftover appearance of what it used to be being the key words, used to be. Up top where we walk, down below where the building is, where the structure is. Big scorch right here. Ghosted column right here. See it? Going up. Another one over there, lost in the melt. What's this? Apertures. Structure. Disintegrating down. Look at the block in that, man. Yeah. Nothing to see here. Nothing to, oh, what are those? Stairs. Oh, nothing to see here. What are those? Oh, those are people on stairs. Oh, okay. These are just natural formations. Nothing to see here. These are natural. This is millions of years of erosion. Columns, columns, apertures, apertures, and sedimentary layers That's all this is right here, is millions of years of sedimentary layers, lines, aperture, structure, right angle. There's nothing to see here. This is all natural. This was formed by nature. Aperture, structure, right angle, structure, columns. Nothing to see here. This is natural. These are tectonic plates shoving these features up to call, so we can, God made this to, these are mountains that God made. Column, structure, aperture, right angle, heat differentials. That's, come on, people. See the clusterfuck of the mind here? What formal education is doing to everybody? Come on, man. Fucking hell. They're the authorities. They know what is going on, and they're going to tell us the way it is. These are natural structures. Arch, column, right angle, structure, stucco, building. I mean, nothing to see here, people. There's nothing to see here. Nothing. This is all natural formation right here. All of it. All of this is natural. Your eyes are lying to you. You do not see windows, apertures, doorways, structure, arches, architecture. You don't see that. What you're seeing is pareidolia. Yeah, you're seeing that all these things we're telling you is true. All this erosion, all this stuff is true, and your eyes are liars. In fact, you don't have the mental capability. You're stupid, and we have to tell you what these features are because you can't trust your senses. Because your senses are wrong, and we as the authorities are going to tell you what your senses are showing you. And we're showing you these aren't stairs right here. These are just natural features. Now here's your diploma. Move along, get a job, pay your bills, and fuck off. Don't question us, damn it. We're the authorities. We're the esteemed academia. We know better than you. So you need to listen to us. We're the authorities, and we're going to tell you what to think and how to live. Because you're too stupid to understand anything. We as the academic authority out here, we know it all. And you must bow to our directives. You must bow to us, esteemed academia, who know it all. Yeah. Trust us. Trust us. We're the government. Trust us. We're the teachers union. All you teachers out there, so damn smart. Yes, teaching our children that this is all natural. Teaching our children that we live on a spinning ball. Teaching our children how to, do a lot of other things that they don't want the parents to know about. Yeah, those things. Yeah, you teachers are real fucking educators, aren't you? Yeah, you're the smart ones out there. Yeah, you are. Yeah, parents are stupid and they don't know shit. And we need to just hand them over to you teachers and educators. Yeah, you're going to teach us and show us exactly what's going on because you've been to school. You have a master's degree. You've got a master's degree. So everybody else is stupid except for you. All parents are stupid. Nobody knows what's going on in law. You have to be an educator. You have to be a teacher. You have to be academia. Yeah, you have to go through all of that before you know anything because everybody else is stupid and we don't know anything out here. Nope. Everybody else is just fucking ignorant and only academia and the government and religion know what's going on. So you better listen to them and by the way, go take your shot. And turn over your children because you're too fucking stupid to know what's going on. All those conspiracy theorist idiots out there, they all need to be gathered up and rounded up because they're out there spreading false stuff. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. We're spreading false stuff. Melt, obviously. obviously, man. You know. Sorry for the background noise. Just my roomie Dave waking up for the day. Melt. Right off the Great Lakes, right there. Bam, in your face. Melted building. Melted structure. Just flicking through some melt crew. Wow, Dave. Quit smoking, buddy. Jesus. Wow. Sorry you have to hear that, crew. It's the price I pay. It really is, you know. Just trying to do what I do. I got to deal with shit as you all do and what you do. You know, you deal with whatever comes at you. You know, you got to fucking adapt. That's what I do. I'm just so used to adaptation anymore. It doesn't fucking make a matter to me no more. I'll just go with the flow. You know, I went with the flow for about 1.5 years, 2 years up here with all kinds of people, you know, just going with the flow because, you know, you never know what people are going to do. You don't, you know, say, feel, I mean, you just got to be ready to go and adapt, you know. And that's what I do on a daily basis, man. Just, you know, live streaming even, you know, you got to be able to adapt to the, you know, changes instantly, you know, fuck. And I wanted to just come back to this one here, crew. And, you know, like I said, this is kind of going to be a short stream this morning because I don't know how long this power is going to hold on my computer. And I just don't want to click out because it's done that before. And we're into almost 2 hours here now. So I got to go to work here in a little bit and do my thing. But like I said, you know, got to just deal with whatever comes my way at the time. And this is one of those times, you know, trying to do my thing and I got somebody choking up their fucking lungs. Just brilliant, just wonderful, perfect timing, great fucking timing. So I'm going to come back in here center and talk with you for a second and just read the chat here. Like I said, Melted Red Brick University, like, share, and subscribe. I am running the page. I am still up in there. Mods, great job. You know, keep up the good work. You know, on the page, please. We post Meltology, and I want to see your evidence. I want to see your evidence. There's so many people out there posting up videos and doing all this stuff. You know, please, you know, you can go check it out. Go check it out. But please don't post it up on our page. Okay, we're not a trampoline to support anybody else out there. I'm supporting meltologists and all that, but I'm just not going to let anybody out there just put whatever on our fucking page. Okay, have some goddamn respect. When you come up here in Melted Red Brick University, we are a forum for melted buildings. Melted Red Brick University, thus the name goes. Okay. Okay, we're not up here, you know, to launch vids that other people made. If you make your own, great, post it. If it's something that you really, you know, you want to show, well, you know, share it. But just don't go giving out links to other people's shit. We don't crash other people's sites and throw up our fucking stuff. Okay, so have a little bit of respect there. You know, keep the evidence coming in. Like I said, show your evidence. Get out there, do some boots on the ground. Do some surfing. Get out there on Yandex. If you want a nice search engine to go look for evidence, Yandex, Yandex, Yandex. Check it out, man. Takes you all over the melt. Shows great pics, great evidence. Use other search engines too. Bing is another one. Google is another one. You know, I mean, so many out there. Check them out. Many ways to search for the melt. Michelle, thank you for inviting me in. You're welcome, darling. Whirl of Bliss. I got to figure out how to transfer all my brother's photos from Cappadocia and more. Oh, can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that, Whirl of Bliss. Just scanning the chat here, crew. Just scanning the chat. Oh, we're all targets. Vapor. Yeah, you know me, Odin. Brick Love, brother. Good to see you again. Yeah, I vape. I love to do it, especially when I'm researching and shit. Said here, get lit, vape, check shit out. But yeah, I just wanted to come up here again, and I'm going to go live like this while I close this out here. I went through some melt, and there's more I'll be showing tomorrow because I will posting as long as this avenue in StreamYard is opened up. I'll be up in here, and if you don't see streams coming out, is because StreamYard's not available to me anymore to do it. And I will get my own either YouTube or StreamYard thing coming up, and we'll continue on Eagle Eye Crew. It's about the message. It's not about the person. We all try to come together and share, but like I've said before, you get people coming together to do anything, guarantee they'll fuck it up. Das ist das Leben, c'est la vie, as the sayings go. Brick Love, One Love, everybody out there. All meltologists out there. The list is long. Check them out, man. Check them out. There's many meltology pages out there. People going out showing the melt. Go check them out because it's about spreading the melt. It's about waking people up. Whether it be here in the Chill Out Zone, Melted Red Brick University, or TT69 or Mark, Melted Reality. They're all good, man. Check them out. Check everybody out that's spreading meltology. Knowledge TV, check Brother Knowledge out, man. He's always flicking out great stuff, man. You want a nice place to chill, check out the melt and listen to some great tunes, man. Kick back, get lit, hang out with Knowledge, man. We see each other up there. I drop in on him often. I watch all the chats out there, all the streams out there I watch and seeing the melt. Loving all of it. Great job, man. Everybody's doing good stuff out there, man. Bringing meltology forward is what we're doing. And I'm going to continue to do it whether I'm right here or I come back under another platform, mine. So it is what it is. And have a good one, Dave. And I'll be back and bringing it the way I do. And, I am researching a lot of different areas, man. I think I stumbled upon some stuff I'm going to be bringing forward, hopefully to bring forward with Laughing Eagle if he comes back, hopefully. If not, I'll bring it forward because there's some stuff to look at. I'm trying to take my vision outside of what we've been showing for almost 2 years now. Okay, we know this is a melted realm. We know there's buildings that the bricks are all fucked up, muffed up, whatever you want to call it. They don't look right, all right? We're trying to get people to understand this. We've been out over flying high down below under the water, looking at the melt. We've seen this whole plane, and there's still much more to see. But I think there's more out there. Out there, not up there, but out there, and down there. That's where it's at, I think. The magnitude of this melt, I mean, the melt is just fucking mind-boggling as it is, but the expansion of it, how far it goes, really, what our boundaries are, what we've been taught our boundaries are. If there's a boundary, there's something beyond that boundary. And we've been told through movies, through predictive programming, many of the movies, sci-fi stuff touch on these areas, So I'm looking forward to expanding my research and my investigation into these areas. And I'm going to be implementing a lot of new stuff into my stuff. Cryptids for one, UFOs for another, man. In the melt, dealing with the melt, because this fits together somehow. Because cryptid researchers are laughed at, UFOs researchers are laughed at, even though there's ample evidence, man. But, we're not here for the naysayers. We're here for the people that want to expand their horizons. So, brick love everybody out there. One love to you and yours. And I'm going to call this one today because I got to go do some stuff before work. I got a couple quick stops I got to make. So, like I said, I've had a great time up here doing what I do with everybody I've ever been up here with. Don't agree with a lot of what's gone on, what's happened and everything. And, But, we each have our own ways of looking at shit. And, we move along, we move on from each other with our differences of opinions and stuff like that. But when you get down to it, man, it's all about meltology. And we all brought it up here the way we brought it up here. And, I put everything I got into this, and I'm still doing what I do, and I'll put everything else I got into it as well. Whether it be here with Laughing Eagle in this platform, or like I said, my own. I think I'm ready to make that jump. Change will do that. Give you a pause, help you reflect, and show you where you want to go. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm not stopping Meltology. I'm Meltology Inc. I'm Fervent Heat. I'm bringing it up here. I'm Dime Bag. That's me, Dean, man. Yeah, I don't know it all. In fact, I don't know shit. Except for Meltology. I know when I'm being lied to. I know when my eyes and my senses tell me one thing and I'm being told to think another way. I can understand that. I know bullshit when I know bullshit, and I know bullies when I see bullies. And that's what academia and all the naysayers are. They're ignorant bullies. Yep. And they're only bullies because they're weak and ignorant. They kind of fit together. So I'll continue to challenge them the way I do. And we'll continue to challenge the rest the way we do, the Eagle Eye Crew. All meltologists out there, keep bringing it. Everybody's doing, fuck, man. Meltology's out there, man, and it's not going away. It can't go away. And we're going to see more pressure from the powers that be, and, but it's still, the truth is still the facts, the evidence. So, Brick Love, One Love, everybody out there. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Just reading the chat one more time. Don't forget to melt that like button. Exactly. Melted Inverted Realm. Don't forget to melt that like button, share and subscribe. Turn notifications on. Thank you. And I will be back tomorrow, probably in the evening. And I'll post it up tonight when I get in from work. So, with that being said, I love you, and I do. And Brick Love.